When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Houston Cougars, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Houston's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So when...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal.
Offense facing fourth down.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Holds and fires complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Lot of room to the touchdown, Cougars. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, give him 5 on that one. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Special teams proving to be special. He did all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. And last time they punted it, went back for 6. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get outside. Runs through a tackle. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it. First down and more. There he goes. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. In the backfield, it's Brown. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Wants to throw again. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Wake Forest, 3.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Catch in the middle, it's Mays. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen.
The Cougars will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Wake Forest. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David, he shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go right back to the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Third and short, there's a lot of ways to get it in the run game. You're not just going to hand it off and go power. How about the toss play? Getting the ball in the hands of the tailback quickly, and he's able to skirt his way to get the first.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Houston. They Sells just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Pulls it in, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Corners showing press, they want to be physical here. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mays. Flying out to the left. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, David Deeks.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Flagway. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to...
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal touching.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Keeps the play going. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade, and that'll move it closer after that pass interference penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. So now it's 2nd and long. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And the Cougars backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. He's at the 10.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to...
Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between...